Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies.
I guess today when I talk about the running backs, we can kind of watch the Packers game in the background, just trying something new. But we're going to talk about the running backs today and who I think is going to win the backup job. Obviously, we all feel Alvin Kamara is a starting running back. We know he's a starting running back, but that backup position is up for grabs. You have Jamaal Williams, Kendre Miller. You got a couple other guys on the roster like Jordan Mims, James Robinson, and a couple fullback positions. But that's a terrible throw. But let me not watch this game. We're going to talk about Act. We're going to talk about Act to start it off. Obviously, you need Alvin Kamara to have a good season. At the end of the day, you need Alvin Kamara to have a good season. He's got to be your guy. He's got to be pretty good. And if he's not, this team won't be successful. Alvin Kamara needs a really, really good year for this team to be successful. And he just hasn't had one in a long time. So we need Alvin Kamara to have a good year. Obviously, it's a contract year. People show up in their contract years. People always play well in their contract year. Doesn't matter which sport, baseball, football, basketball. People play well in contract year. So hopefully Alvin Kamara can show up in the contract year because obviously he's looking for a new contract. And in his new system, we will be more dependent on him. We've been trying to split carries his entire career. Never really been the main guy. Never really got those bunch of a carries so he can get 1,000 yards. So maybe this year they change it up with a new system and he gets predominantly, a lot of the carries. Or maybe he still splits carries because he's getting a little older and he's just past that in his career. So we'll see. Obviously it's going to be a new system. Got Kubiak, in the building now. So maybe, the run game finally gets going. Offensive line doesn't give me the greatest of hope that this will be the case, but who knows? Still a new system. Maybe he can put those guys in the right position so they can do well with this new system. So with this new system in the run game, is it going to be less Taysom packages? Who knows? Taysom packages stay the same. Will it be less? Will it be? It's going to be more fullback uses. We all know that already with the 49ers and use check. They use the fullback a lot, blocking, passing, and all those things. And man, it's just going to be interesting to see who wins that second position. I think it's going to come down to three guys. We can talk about them. Jamaal Williams, we can talk about him first. Jamaal Williams. Obviously, last year he came in as your obvious number 2 guy. They signed him, forgot how much money it was, out of Detroit. Led the lead in touchdowns. Then came to the Saints and barely had a touchdown. It took Jameis Winston saving the season, saving him, giving him a touchdown at the end of the season, which basically kicked Jameis out the door for the most part, even though I think he was already gone. So, yeah. Jamaal Williams, terrible season last year. Terrible season. Did not look fast. Even though I know he's not a fast running back. Did not look fast. Didn't like he had pop. Nothing was there. Now, I can't put it all on him because Alvin Kamara had a bad year as well. And that offensive line just was really, really bad. So, but still, it looked terrible last year for Jamaal Williams. But we know what we're getting from Jamaal Williams, man. He's a short yardage back. He's a power back. That's just what he's going to be. Is that enough to be running back number 2? I'm not quite sure. So I don't know if he's going to be the answer there, but we know what he brings to the table. You're on 3rd and 1, you're on, first and goal from the 1 or something like that. You might give him a couple carries, tuck his head, run full speed, try to get that first down, get that touchdown. That's what he's going to be there for. So we'll see what happens on that front. Then you got Kendre Miller. Now, a guy that has been injury prone, to say the least. He's been injury prone, kind of typical for the Saints at this point now. Draft picks, we getting guys that are hurt. You got Nick Saldiveri, who's hurt right now. I think Peyton Turner is currently hurt right now. Obviously, you got Marcus Davenport, who we drafted a while ago, that was always hurt. So, we've got to get this injury thing, better. Trevor Penning, who was always hurt. I mean, we got to get these guys healthy. So he's hurt right now again. I forgot what it was, groin or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but even Dennis Allen came out and said he's one of the guys that's got to figure it out, that's got to stay healthy. It's weird how Dennis Allen still pick and chooses who he's going to call out and things like that. But anyways, if he's healthy, he's got a chance to win this second string gig. Out of last year when he did play, he showed the most flashes. He showed the most burst. He showed the most energy when he ran the ball. Really, really like that from him. And I think he has all the potential in the world. But like I said, he just has to stay healthy, man. I saw the patience, I saw the cutback, I saw the vision. It was rare and it wasn't a lot of snaps, but I really, really liked what I saw on tape from him. And I think he had the chance. Is that him with a carry right now? Which is absolutely hilarious. I swear I didn't time that up. That wasn't planned or anything like that, but that's him in the backfield. And since we're talking about it, we might well watch it at this point. I mean, shit. I think that's his first carry right there. Might be of the year. I don't remember. But that's just funny. But yeah, we just tuned into Kendre Miller right now at this point, to be honest. I mean, offensive line ain't give him nothing for 2 carries in a row. So, I mean, I don't know what you want to put that on. Hey, I love when it works out this way. I love when it works out this way. Yeah, no push from the offensive line. This offensive line out there is probably better than what he's going to get this year. FYI, which is kind of unfortunate. So, yeah. All right, back to the video. You got a couple carries, man. Maybe if you catch another one or something, we'll hop back in. Back in up there. But yeah, man, he can't make the club in the tub. That's a famous quote. You can't make the club in the tub, which means you can't make this ball club if you're always in the cold tub, always rehabbing, always doing things like that. Just because you're not healthy, you're missing practices, especially for a guy that didn't play much. You're missing all these practices. You got to be on the field. You got to be on the field, and you got to be able. Who we giving carries to? Come on, Taysom. But anyways. Yeah, Kendre Miller, I think he has the most potential. I think he's, ready for the backup job. He just has to be healthy, and he has to get those snaps in. If he doesn't get those snaps in, he's not healthy, then he won't be able to play. It's simple as that. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's a good run right there. Guess we could just finish this drive out at this point since he's actually playing. And then we'll go to the last guy, Jordan Mims, who's obviously been a sleeper at camp. I've been seeing his name a lot by people. Jordan Mims played with Jake Haener at Fresno State. So we'll see. So Jordan Mims played with Jake Haener at Fresno State with a 5-year guy. He's, I think, the 2nd year in the league. He's on the practice squad last year. He's 25 years old right now, I believe. And he fits the system well. I think Kendre fits the system well. I won't say Jamaal doesn't fit the system, but he's just a power back. It's not really a system he doesn't fit. We know what he is. Line it up in I formation, or 2 tight ends or something like that, and just run it. Run it. That's Jamaal Williams. That's what he's gonna do. So we'll see. About his fit. But Jordan Mims fit the system well, man. It seemed like he's a sleeper. And the good thing about him is out of all these guys, Alvin Kamara is not playing special teams. Jamaal Williams not playing special teams. Kendre Miller, I wouldn't say he won't play special teams, but more than likely not. But Jordan Mims plays special teams. And to make this team, you got to play special teams. So maybe he can make this team as a 3rd back, maybe even a 4th back, and play special teams. But now, obviously, it's hard to, try to make this team as a running back. But knowing you're going to be a special teams guy, and you might not get those carries. So it's hard to really, show what you got at the running back position, because it's more importantly, you're going to have to be a special team guy. So he's probably locked in on that. So he's playing double duty, double dipping and stuff like that. But still, all I've seen is good things. From him. I'm not going to pretend I know what's going on because I'm not out there at training camp. I'm not out there watching. So hopefully he keeps doing well. He keeps progressing. And it's year 2 for him. So obviously, I know for him and his sake and his career, I would use Jimmy Graham in the red zone. Who would have thought? Hopefully for him, he keeps progressing, keeps playing well. And then if he makes the team, we'll actually go take a look at him. When the 53-man roster drops, if there's any surprises, we'll go take a look at the guys, that made the roster and things like that, probably thought weren't going to make the roster. So obviously you got Ack, who's going to be your starter. You got Kendre Miller, Jamaal Williams, Jordan Mims as your backups. Who's going to win that backup position? I guess since that's the name of the video, I should probably answer that. In my opinion, it's going to start off as Jamaal Williams just because that's how the NFL works. The NFL is all about who's been here. They rarely let the new guys come in and just take over unless it's the quarterbacks or something like that, or you get a highly top 10 pick or something like that. They rarely come in and let them guys take these positions. I think Kamara is going to be your back, obviously. Jamaal Williams is going to be your backup. Kendre Miller is going to be your 3rd string, and Mims is going to be your 4th string. But I think eventually Kendre Miller hopped over Jamaal Williams, and I think Jordan Mims maybe hopped over Jamaal Williams as well. I think that's just how it's going to play out this year. But I think Kendre Miller, since I can just answer the question, will end up being your running back too, and I think he'll play pretty well next season. But the biggest caveat is he has to be healthy. He just has to be healthy. If he's healthy, I think he's pretty damn good. Shows really good flashes, and we'll see what happens. Let me know what y'all think would be the running back 2 in this running back group that we have. Like I said, I think it's Kendre Miller, and we'll see what happens. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, this is the Boot Tragedies. I'm out.